All right, so that's good. So CrowdFusion, nice. All right, so publishing is getting harder. What was once just the print and then the web is now multi-platform. Now we're catching up with the slides. There we go. There's easy publishing, print and web. There's really, really hard publishing. All right, now we're all caught up. So where payment options used to be pretty simple, now they're getting increasingly more complex too. So it seems no matter how large your IT organization or your IT budget are, a handful of people in a startup can build amazing apps in a really short amount of time and run circles around you. So this is why we've created CrowdFusion, the CrowdFusion's Publish Everywhere platform. We're going to tell you about that. If you're like most publishers, your production process looks something like this. You push your content out to the web for a desktop browser. Then you bolt on mobile support. Then you bolt on iPad support. To do it right, you really need to triple your production staff to do what's right for each platform, and you still probably can't get it out the door on time. So the alternative to tripling your staff is to put out some kind of a generic replica version across all these platforms that doesn't take advantage of all the native features of each of the devices, each of the platforms. So you can check the box, you can tell management, oh yeah, we're on mobile, and we're good, we did tablets too. But you're kind of just fooling management, you're not fooling your audience, they're not getting an engaging, compelling experience. They know better. So with CrowdFusion, multi-platform support is actually built into our system. Articles flow into predefined layouts that are specific to each platform, each device. There's a visual web-based canvas tool for modifying these layouts, all in the browser, and then publishing them to all platforms simultaneously. So now you can optimize your content for each platform without the need for multiplying your staff. We'll show you this next door, actually. So, and whatever new platforms appear, I mean, this is not just web, tablets, mobile, whatever comes up, we're going to be there first. So working with us, you're going to be there first too. So talk about our clients a little bit. Our clients are all brand names and faces that everybody knows. Our customers use CrowdFusion for their most high-profile, innovative publishing projects. I'll quickly walk you through two examples of these. So the first one I want to show you is News Corp's tablet-first newspaper, The Daily. With The Daily, News Corp created the first iPad-only newspaper designed to take full advantage of all the capabilities of the iPad. They needed a next-generation digital newsroom, one that like a CNN or a BBC, we had BBC in the house, would use, right? Pulling in wires and feeds and workflow and publishing and design and all this stuff. They have a 24/7 team creating content around the clock, an incredible amount of content every day. When it launched last February on the iPad, The Daily was the first product to integrate with Apple's iTunes recurring subscription service. Today, in addition to the iPad, The Daily publishes a Facebook app that's got Open Graph built in. They publish to the web, and they also publish to Android tablets on Samsung Galaxy tabs on Verizon. So The Daily, everybody always asks, is The Daily successful? Are they winning? Are they making money, right? And I'm not here to like share secret stats, but they are the second most popular app in the iTunes newsstand. And last year, in 2011, of all the highest grossing apps, they were number 3 on the entire list. The only game that beat them, the only app, you know, the game that you all know that beat them was the Angry Birds. So they didn't beat Angry Birds, they beat like everybody else, okay? So Daily's a big success. And we're working with The Daily, we love them. So the second client I want to show you is Tekka. It's a startup that was incubated, created by Best Buy. So knowing that content and commerce were kind of coming together, they mentioned that on the last panel there, Best Buy created a team to build a unique property around consumer electronic content. They hired editors from top gadget blogs like Engadget, Joystick, Mashable, all stuff you've heard of, and they launched Tekka, which is this mobile-first consumer electronics content provider. Knowing that data is critical for what they're doing, they built out a 50,000 product database. They went mobile first, iPhone and Android. They did the web last. Today, Tekka is actually the #1 research site that women go to when they're buying consumer electronics. So they've kind of won that little game there. So to recap, CrowdFusion is the Publish Everywhere platform. Our customers include, obviously, all these popular brands in consumer publishing. CrowdFusion is a cloud-native, multi-platform enterprise CMS. It amplifies your team members' abilities, whether that's business and editorial or design, development, and operations. We amplify all of that. We know we can create similar successes in the B2B market, info space here, and we want to work with anybody who wants to do more with less and win the multi-platform game. So that's it. I'm Brian Alvey, Brian at CrowdFusion. And we have a presentation next door. So thanks.
Great. Any questions? Did such a good job.
Ah, I see a hand.
What type of competitors do you have? Are there analog?
That's a great question. That's funny. So you know how they were talking about paywalls and things in the last panel, right? And how to make money. We kind of go after that. So we don't see like a lot of free frameworks that are chasing 50 million non-paying customers as a competitor, right? Things like that. Those products. Adobe. That's kind of it. I mean, if you look at the other list, I mean, we can show you how other people don't have any real customers that you've heard of, and we do scale. And Adobe is great if you're print first. If you're print first, pretty much going to be using Adobe. If you're digital first, really mobile first, it's us. Cool. Thanks. It's like being on stage at Jones Beach with the water behind you. I like that. Thanks.
Thank you.